Hi, I'm Marilyn Palmer,
And I'm Colette Martin.
and everybody's been waiting for this one. So this is part two of Colette's story. We finished off with part one, and yes, we were going to get to Bill 17. But before we do, I just want to go through some other things. It won't take long. Colette, why did you want to tell your story?
Um, the reason I want to share my story, and it's so important to me, is because for the last 24, almost 26 years, I've been through a lot. And I just want people to listen and to not judge us and to believe survivors. It's very important that you believe us. We can't make a difference if we don't talk about things. And that's why I want to share.
You say in your speech, because I'm reading this speech again, because it's a good one and it's very concise and it's very telling, that your PTSD will be with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, my PTSD will be with me for the rest of my life, but I will not let it win. Um, this is just one incident that I have endured for the last 25, almost 26 years. It's been an unthinkable battle, but I fought through and I will keep fighting for all of us. I'll be the voice for anyone that can't share their story.
Yeah, you shared a story with me this morning. We won't get into it, but you shared a story this morning about something going on. I think, yeah, it was you because I commented on it. And that's another story that needs to be told and told and told again. 2 years ago, you joined a wonderful campaign.
I did. I did. What I did, I posted a little video of myself on Instagram, and this was just the beginning of my journey. Like I've been sharing my story now for at least 15 years, but nobody really seemed interested, and I wasn't strong enough to make a difference, but I am now. So 2 years ago, I posted that little video on Instagram, and the little video says that 24 years ago, I was almost murdered and I made it through, and so can you. You just never give up. And this lady, Melissa Clare, she's an actress and a producer from Australia, and she saw my little video and she was really interested. So she contacted me and she asked me to join the Y campaign. And the Y campaign is We Hear You. And then the beautiful Caroline McGuinness contacted me and they asked me to join their campaign. And what they did, I had to get up at like 2 o'clock in the morning to get ready for like 4 o'clock because it's all the time difference. So I got ready and I sat here and I bawled the whole time they spoke because I couldn't believe that this was going on in the world. I thought it was the only one for the last 20 some years. And when I saw that there's other people that were living the same stuff and that people were actually working together to make a difference. Like I didn't have that here in New Brunswick. I do now. People are waking up. But until this, like there's still not even a support group here in my area. And I think that for us to heal, we need to share our stories with people that have similar experiences, that have trauma. And it doesn't matter how bad your trauma is a trauma. And we all relate to it when we hear each other, and we really need to speak about it. And I really think that talking about it's what makes you heal.
Excuse me. Sorry, I couldn't stop it. Um, I'll probably stay in because it's natural. Um, so the We Hear You campaign, was that before you started working on Bill 17?
Yeah, like the Y campaign is when I first started. As soon as I started writing my story, and started thinking, oh my God, like I really think I have something here, because people were starting to really relate to it. People were starting to message me and saying like, keep going, we need somebody to light the way. And then it really empowered me to keep going. And as I'm doing this, I'm healing and I'm helping others. So that's the most beautiful journey I've ever experienced. And I can't wait to see what's coming next.
Is it still on your Instagram account, the video?
It is, yeah. It's a little reel that I made. It's a little video, and it says that anybody can get through it. You just never give up.
Okay. When we're finished, I would like to have your Instagram account, if you don't mind,
Yeah, no problem.
so people can take a look at it.
Yeah.
So let's get into Bill 17. Okay, girl, you go.
Okay, so Bill 17 is in the UK, it's called Clare's Law. And what it is, it gives you the right to know, the right to ask. So what happened is that this young girl from Fredericton, New Brunswick, sent me a message one night, and she said, "Did you ever hear about Clare's Law?" And I said, "Well, I had seen it before, but I wasn't really sure what it was about." So anyway, she explained to me how Clare's Law would give us the right to go to the police and ask for a background on our whoever we're dating, to see if they have a background of domestic violence. And as soon as she sent me this message, I knew that this would have been a tool that I would have been able to use back then when I was almost murdered. Because at the attempted murder trial, I found out that my ex had broke his ex-girlfriend's jaw. And I only found that out at the attempted murder trial. And I think that this would have been really good for me to know before. Then I could have made an informed decision on what I wanted to do. It doesn't mean that people are going to stop dating this person. It just means that then you have the information to make the informed decision on what you want to do, if you want to keep going with this relationship or not. What it is here is Bill 17. It's not Clare's Law, but some of it is like similar, is because of our Privacy Act. So over here in New Brunswick, we would be able to go to the police and ask, if you think your life's in danger. You can't go to see the police for everybody you date. If you think your life's in danger and it's really serious, then you can go ask the police. You can apply to see if you can get the information on your boyfriend or whoever you're dating or whatever. You can ask them for information, but they can't give you specifics. They can't tell you if they were charged before because of our Privacy Act, but they can tell you if your life's in danger, if it's high risk or low risk. So then you can make your decision on that. And I think that's a really good tool
No
for us
kidding.
going, right? Because it's a preventative measure. It's because, like, if we use those things before, then it might not get to where I got, right? So see, the man I was dating was from Montreal, and I didn't have no clue of his background, and his family would not tell me that there was something wrong with him. I found out on my own, and the night that he almost murdered me, his mother called and said, "Colette, I'm so sorry that he hurt you." And she said, "I knew he was crazy, but didn't know how crazy he was." And I could hear his father in the background yelling at her and tell her to shut her effing mouth, because I was going to put their son in jail.
So I just want to go clear this. I just want to clear my little brain up. If I'm dating somebody
Mhm.
and I see red flags, then I can go to the police. Or if I'm dating somebody and I just want to find out, I can go to the police.
Well, what you'll have to do is go to the police and tell them what's going on,
Oh,
because everything every situation would be different, right? So you just go to the police, you ask them what they can do, and you apply this. And it won't be anything, it'll only be like, it won't be anything written. You won't get no paper or anything, but they'll just tell you. It'll be word of mouth. But the police will be able to go and check and make a background check, but they won't be able to give you no specifics. But I think it's good anyway.
well, yeah, if somebody said to me, you're high risk, okay, that would do it. I
Yeah,
don't need any other
exactly.
information.
Yeah,
Thanks again.
yeah.
Now, has this passed in New Brunswick?
It was given the royal assent on December 16th, and I was there. And it was the most beautiful experience I've ever had. They had the whole House of Legislature gave me a standing ovation, and they
Oh,
really honored me. They made me feel like I made a difference and that I was important, that my voice mattered, and that my voice was really, my story was important. And that's the first time I've ever felt that, because if you're a victim of domestic violence and you go through what I've been through, there's so much shame. There's so much shame, and you know, like, you already wonder what you could have done, but society puts a lot of shame on you and make you feel like you didn't do it, you didn't do things right, and why did you stay, and why didn't you leave if it was that bad, and you know, all these things, and you really carry that shame for a long time.
but you did leave. That's the
It
thing too. You did leave.
did. Yeah,
Okay. And this still happened.
yeah, it does.
Is it going to be law in Canada, do you think, or is it just in New Brunswick right now?
Well, right now, I'm pretty sure it's in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, in Labrador, Newfoundland, Labrador, and it's here in New Brunswick. And I'm hoping that everyone else will follow suit. I'm hoping that by seeing all these things come to light, I'm hoping that everybody. I know that right after Bill 17 was passed here, that in Australia, they did something similar to it, and they're trying it out to see if it works. And I know they've had good results out west with that.
Good.
Yeah.
Just a second. Sorry. I'm putting these notes down so I can put them in my notes when I put this video out. Good results in West. Okay, well, let's see. I'm still astounded that this has gone through. I stand in admiration for you. Okay, I totally admire your strength, your resilience, your fortitude. You keep on going and keep on going and keep on going, and you're helping every woman out there, especially in Canada. And so I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
And I'm probably talking about a lot from a lot of women. So sorry, I get
Okay. It's
I
for
got just
me, for
sorry.
me, for me, it's the most incredible journey, incredible healing journey I've ever. I couldn't imagine it being better than this. And to get to this point, I would live it all over again, because I'm really making a difference. People are listening, and they want to hear my story, and they want me to share. Like, every day I get calls from everywhere, people sending me messages. Like, I'm waiting to go to um, the Rising Sun here in Miramichi in Eel Ground First Nation. I'm going there to share my story. Um, and I'm so excited to go. I've been invited to Papineau First Nation, to go be one of the guest speakers for the unveiling of the missing and murdered Indigenous women. And I'm so honored to do all this stuff. I I am so grateful. And I know that God left me here to do this. This is why I'm still here.
Okay, I'm crying. You're not crying. I'm crying. Oh, geez, Louise. I would like to end this with a quote from your speech. And I think this quote, and I'm going to steal it, by the way. I might steal it. So just know that. I think this quote says it all. So I'm going to let you do the quote.
My time to leave this earth will come. And when that time comes, I want to look back knowing that I inspired people to say, because of you, I never gave up. Because of you, I love myself more. And because of you, I ask for help.
Just wanting everybody to listen to that and sink it in and let it sink in. Colette, what is your Instagram?
It's underscore Colette Martin.
Okay.
I've also have a page on Facebook.
Yes,
It's
please.
Empowerment with Colette. And then I have my regular Facebook.
Do
I'm
you,
on,
do you want the Facebook as well?
yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
It's Empowerment with Colette. And then my regular Facebook is just Colette Martin.
I don't know if you take phone calls, if you'd want to take phone calls. I don't like to give out people's phone numbers, so please, everyone, follow Colette on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You inspire me. I hope every woman has listened to this and I can't even talk, and is inspired. And again, I admire you so much. You've gone through so much, and just to stand up and go, I'm not going to let this, what happened to me, define me. I'm going to be stronger because of it, and I'm going to continue, and I'm going to get it out there all the time. Colette, thank you
Thank
from
you.
the bottom of my heart.